Happy Saturday, everybody. Wow, it feels like spring has sprung. I was just out back doing some things in the yard. Came in here, straightening up the garage, and trying to put the finishing touches on my new lower steering arms for the Fury. Um, I'm wrapping up a front steer rack and pinion conversion with all off the shelf parts, and no kit stuff. Um, anyways, I was just thinking about how this whole engine thing even started for this 588 project that I'm working on. And it's crazy because the entire engine, for the most part, revolves around this crankshaft right here that I have been dragging around since 1998. That's how long it's taken me to do this project. So, yeah, talk about a back burner project. Jeez. So back in the late 90s, when eBay was kind of in its infancy, you could come across some ridiculous deals. Anybody that was buying hot rod parts back then knows exactly what I'm talking about as far as like the way auctions were listed and things like that. But long story boring, I ended up scoring a Indy cylinder heads tunnel ram for a tall deck for $160. And at the time, that intake was retailing for like $7.95, I think, in the catalog in the 90s, something like that. Anyways, I get this thing. It's gorgeous. Um, I throw it up on my porting bench. I spend about a week working on it, getting it all straightened out, getting the percentages where I like them, getting it all port matched and whatnot. I put it on my 498 in the Fury at the time, and I was super stoked. I had never even seen an intake that cool at that time, and so I was super excited. I had a set of B1 BS heads with a giant max wedge port on them, and the thing was really looking good. Well, a good friend of mine, Big Bob, stops by, takes one look at that thing, and he's like, "Oh my God, I gotta have that." So he looks inside of it. Oh, dude. Um, Long story boring. He ends up trading me this Billet Bryant crank for that intake, and I was beyond excited. I freaking fell in love with this crank. I've been dragging this thing around since 1998, and I'm finally getting to use it. Um, it's 4 and 5/8 inch stroke, and that's a big block Chevrolet diameter rod pin. I'm excited. Anyhow, hope everybody's having a good Saturday, and we'll talk soon.